Last podcast on the left is all about the facts. So when Southern New Hampshire University came on as a sponsor, it was time to do some research. Turns out they offer more than 200 online degree programs, and get this, criminal justice and psychology are some of the most popular. Classes have no set meeting times, and tuition rates are some of the lowest in the U.S. Want to learn even more about SNHU? Visit snhu.edu/last. Insurance isn't one size fits all. That's why drivers have trusted Progressive's Name Your Price tool for years. Just tell Progressive what you want to pay, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Visit Progressive.com to find a car insurance rate that works for you. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
There's no place to escape to.
This is the last podcast.
On the left.
From your grave.
That's when the cannibalism started.
What was that?
I'll tell you what. I know we've been doing this show for the last 3 weeks, and there are a lot of people who are saying that they have a hard time eating while listening to these episodes.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
And I gotta say, I'm not.
You're eating well?
There's a lot of shit. It's really fucked up how it all just gets mixed in the head. There's a detail that we're going to talk about today that I just thought about. I'm be like, oh, you can make good patties out of that.
All right, well, let's get to it. Welcome to the last podcast on the left, everyone.
Man, I gotta say, I'm just like Henry. When I was typing out the script last night, and like during, and we'll get to this part, it's like during the grossest, most gruesome part, I'm just sitting there eating my pad thai, eating some dumplings.
It's not good. It's not good. All right, this is the last podcast on the left. I am Ben Kissel. That's Marcus Sparks. We got Hollywood Henry Zabrowski over there.
Yeah, all I do is make money and spend it immediately.
That's good.
But I actually think that you're a hypocrite if you think that this is too gross to eat over. Because it comes down to, man, it's like, well, this is what we do, man. We grind up the bones. Humans are the top of the food chain for a reason.
Let's get to one of the lower ends of the food chain here. Robert Pickton, part 4. My goodness, what a journey it's been.
And this is the conclusion. So by the year 2000, Willie Pickton had brought in a new partner in crime to replace Gina Houston. Nicknamed the Witch of Endor by aid workers in the downtown East Side, Dina Taylor was a terrifying woman in every respect.
Oh,
now,
my goodness.
You say Dina, but I say Dinah.
You know what? I actually had I had a pretty big crisis over this last night.
I think it's Dina.
I think it's Dina.
I think
Dina's
it's
not a
Dinah.
name. Dina's where you go eat at midnight.
Yeah. It's a Canadian name. Because you can hear that Dinah.
Dinah Taylor.
Dinah
Oh,
Taylor.
it's possible. It's possible.
She was violent, manipulative, and had the same contempt towards sex workers and drug addicts that Willie had. She, just like Gina, would lure women away from the Wish Drop-In Center, but Dinah's story was that she had an uncle who had free drugs and plenty of cash.
God, I need one of these uncles.
Yeah, kind of cool uncle there, huh?
My whole family has alienated all of the outside family, and I wish I had an uncle like that who just had drugs and cash and a big pig farm. I'd go and I'd hang out all the time.
Yeah, you probably do have an uncle like that, but they don't want to talk to you.
We don't know how many women Dinah lured out to the farm or to what extent she participated in the crimes, but by the time everything at Pickton's farm was cataloged following his arrest, Dinah's DNA was found on 113 items.
What, was she just rubbing her body on everything?
Just gotta stop rubbing your pussy on things,
You know,
ladies.
what the-
I don't mean to
How
put
did
that out
she-
there. I know it's not hashtag not all ladies, but I do want to
Yeah.
say, like, as soon as you get in a house, don't start rubbing your pussy on everything, because you don't know when crimes will be committed.
How was she walking around? That does seem like a strange amount.
Oh, dear Willie, do you mind? Is this a no panty house? Oh,
Yeah.
it is good.
They call me Dina the Stamper. You'll see why.
Welcome to the slug zone, boys.
So she's a horrible person.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
those items that her DNA was found, that included condoms, clothes, syringes, and handcuffs.
Okay.
They also found her DNA on items belonging to the victims themselves, right up to the last victim, Mona Wilson, whose rosary was found covered in Dinah's DNA.
Don't want to get into it.
I think that honestly, you should just leave your rosary at home.
Yeah.
Whatever it is that you're doing.
I do like that this sex worker carried around her rosary with her, though.
I think a lot of them do.
Good, good.
Yeah.
Good
Yes.
for protection.
Yeah.
From what?
I understand, but
And how did it help them?
spiritual
In any way,
protection,
shape, or
Henry. Spiritual.
2000 was also the year that the RCMP decided they'd had enough of the Vancouver Police Department's bullshit, so they opened up their own investigation into the missing women that they called Project Even-Handed.
I think it's been pretty even-handed up until now. It could have been maybe Project Let's Finally Get Something Done.
Yeah.
I think that would have been good. Because even-handed is such a Canadian fucking name for a police. What do you mean even-handed?
You're not getting
It's
anything done.
It's Liquid Panther. It's courageous.
Ooh.
I don't know what it is. It's something aggressive. It's something like, hey, we're going to inspire confidence. Not being like, we're going to do this fairly.
I like that. Operation Liquid Panther.
Headed by a man named Don Adam, the task force's job was to actively investigate suspects for the disappearances as a whole, rather than just respond to individual missing women cases. But it seemed like by the time they'd started this, the terror was over, or at least on hold. As of October 10th, 2000, only one woman had gone missing that year, a far cry from the 14 of 1997.
Still a human being has gone missing. Perhaps they should look into it.
Yeah.
Honestly, and it shows just the little amount of excuse they needed to stop working.
Oh, it was just one. It was just one victim.
one.
Unbelievable.
But once the holidays rolled around, Willie kicked it into high gear and took 3 women from the streets between late November and New Year's. Strangely enough, this was a pattern for Willie. From 1984 till 2000, Willie took 15 victims during the holiday season, more than any other time, although nobody really knows why.
Actually, I have a weird theory. It's wintertime. It's wintertime. It's Canada. I feel like when he kicks in, a lot of what we're going to go into, how I got a copy of Robert Pickton's in his own words, but a part of what he talks about, he really hits home this concept of giving back and his whole thing of his motivation of helping people. I think in the wintertime, it fit deeper into his own stupid self-validation for his actions by being like, I'm helping them by getting them off the street at wintertime. Now they double owe me for every single thing that they do. And everyone I pick up, just by picking them up, I'm doing them a favor. And them crossing me in any way, shape, or form is a reason for me to kill them.
What a lunatic. A Christmas bonus for the guy, I guess, in his own mind.
Well,
but in his car, they said Merry Christmas. In the Pickton car,
They said
we say
Merry
Merry Christmas. I just wanted to make that clear.
Well, I think it was also easier for women to say yes in the wintertime. It's fucking cold
Oh, my
outside.
God. Yeah, in
You know?
Vancouver? Oh, my goodness.
Also, you need money. You're sitting there I mean, it's Christmas time.
Yeah.
The commercial weight of Christmas is enough to drive people insane.
$6 billion we spend just on lights alone over the Christmas season.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
another boring long man fact. Thank you so much.
No problem. I've got a lot of those.
At any rate, Willie took a further 3 victims in March of 2001. This was Don Adams' cue to get his ass into high gear because it became painfully obvious by this point that whoever was responsible for these killings wasn't going to stop until he was caught or killed. And Willie Pickton was definitely in their crosshairs. There was the assault on Sandra Ringwald in 1997. Remember the woman who survived?
Yep.
There were all the stories we talked about on the last episode. And there was the fact that Willie's farm was pretty much the perfect killing and dumping ground for a serial killer.
It's literally a gigantic, festering pig farm that has nothing but Hell's Angels parties on it, and people constantly being like, "There's shit going on this pig farm," and the cops are like, "But I didn't see it." Maybe if I'm ever invited, not that I've been invited, I could see what's happening there.
Just feel like if you were an officer, you grab the skull and you go to a party and you say, "Who did it? Who did it?" And then you'll get someone to say they did it. Who did it?
Well, in the eyes of the Vancouver PD, there still wasn't enough for a solid search warrant for Willie's property. That opportunity wouldn't even begin to come around until late that year when Scotty Chubb got a late-night visit from the RCMP. One night, Chubb got into a domestic disturbance with his common-law wife, Tasha.
It's short for Tasharana.
Beautiful name, beautiful.
The RCMP dispatched a rookie cop named Nathan Wells to the scene, and he heard a sob story from Chubb about how Chubb was upset that his common-law wife was doing too much cocaine. And by God, someone needs to do something about all these drugs in Vancouver. Wells, who was about to take a job in the RCMP Narcotics Division, made sure to leave Chubb his number just in case Chubb had any information he wanted to share in the future.
Wait a second. So he showed up to a domestic disturbance call.
Yeah.
Not only did he make no arrests or stop the crime or do anything about it, but asked Chubb for help.
Yeah, he basically deputized him.
He deputized Chubb.
This is not a weird practice at all. He wanted an informant. He saw in Chubb because he showed up.
Okay, yes.
And just because there was a domestic disturbance doesn't necessarily mean that Scotty Chubb is in the wrong here. It doesn't mean that it was his fault.
Tasha has climbed to the top of the Christmas tree, and which we have yet to throw out, and she has inserted her DNA up into the top of the Christmas tree like she's a big screaming high on coke angel.
Oh my goodness. Here's my card. If you have any other information, please feel free to reach out. I'm a new officer here.
Well, it was the right call for Nathan Wells because on January 25th, 2002, Scotty Chubb got a hold of him. See, Chubb had just lost his job and was looking for rent money. So he figured he could snitch for some cash. He first tried writing out some coke dealers, but the RCMP already had their names.
Yeah, we know Coke Dave and we know Coke Steve. They all need to change their names because these are terrible drug dealer names.
And Chubb then wanted to roll over on a weed growing operation, but that was pretty small potatoes in Vancouver. And finally, Chubb tried his third option, guns. Chubb said he knew a guy in Coquitlam with a small collection of illegal, unregistered firearms.
We're getting a lot of Canadian heat.
Oh, we're getting some heat?
For saying that it's It's not Coquitlam.
What is it?
Port Coquitlam, which is fucking right next to Coquitlam.
Well, what's the difference?
One's got a port on it.
Yeah, there's a Coquitlam and then there's a Port Coquitlam.
So we're in Port Coquitlam.
We're in Port Coquitlam.
All right.
So this guy with the collection of illegal unregistered firearms kept them all in the disgusting trailer he lived in on his farm. And this guy's name was, of course, Willie Pickton.
Oh.
So in other words, police finally got their search warrant for Willie's farm because one of his dirtbag friends needed rent money.
And this shows if any one of you listeners out there is running a criminal organization, understand this. You are only as strong as your weakest link. You must, honestly, you got to make sure that snitches do indeed get stitches, except if you're in the pen. Because if you're in the pen, the last thing you can do is be a snitch, because that's how you get your wig split. Right? You get your butt cheeks spread, you get your wig split. That's the last thing you never bitch out on it forever. That's the last thing you do, ever.
Absolutely. Or just pay their rent.
Yeah.
And everything is going to be fine.
Now, word soon made it over to Don Adam over at Project Even-Handed that they finally had an end to Willie's place. And so Don Adam hopped on that search warrant and they headed to Willie's place fast as they could. So on February 6, 2002, Wells, Adam, and a few other officers traveled to Willie's farm, broke down the door to his trailer with a battering ram, found one of the illegal guns in his laundry room, and arrested him for possession of prohibited and restricted firearms.
Okay. Fucking dude is just like stirring a pot of laundry with a rifle.
Then it was time for Project Even-Handed to take over. The first suspicious thing they found was a photograph on the shelf above Willie's bed that featured nothing but a pair of handcuffs covered in fake tiger fur.
Oh, okay.
Then
put a little baby in it. That makes everything cute. That's an Ann Getty.
You want to put a baby?
No, a little picture of a baby. That's an Ann Getty. That's an Ann Getty. That's very famous.
No, so the picture of the baby in
put a baby in it.
Tiger handcuffs.
I am just saying, if someone was like, "How do I make money as an artist?" I would say, "Put a baby in it, and that'll sell."
Then, on the floor, they found a small cache of women's jewelry, a purse, and a piece of paper with accomplice Dina Taylor's name on it.
It's just written in pussy juice.
Oh, my goodness. Invisible ink, I guess.
They then moved to the nightstand next to the bed. Inside was a flare gun that had been modified to fire 12-gauge shotgun shells and a different pair of fur-covered handcuffs, red this time, as opposed to the tiger print.
Man, that gun sounds like something from like Far Cry.
Yeah, that gun is actually pretty cool sounding.
Next to the nightstand was a box full of kitchen knives. Then came the first piece of evidence related to a victim. They found a piece of paper on the floor with the name Heather Bottomley written on it. Bottomley had gone missing in April 2001. That was promising, yes, but it wasn't enough just yet, so they kept looking. The next thing they found was among the strangest things I've ever heard being kept in a serial killer's lair.
Uh-oh, this is going to be very strange.
Under a pile of clothes, they found a .22 revolver with a curved dildo pulled over the barrel.
Now, you do believe that this is stranger than the bag with the vaginas in it in Ed Gein's house.
I mean, as far as an object goes,
Yeah.
As far as something that goes that's not a part of a victim, yes.
The vagina that was painted gold that Ed Gein used to stick his cock through. Do we remember this?
Oh, yeah. Well, that is strange, too, huh?
I'm not talking about like body parts.
We can say this is the strangest gun. For sure.
I would say it's the strangest prop.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about items.
So
here.
if you fire the gun, does the bullet go through the dildo?
Well, Willie said that he actually used the dildo as a silencer when he had to shoot pigs.
That is very stupid. That is not true. There's no way that he did that.
That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Just imagine when he shoots it just goes.
That's just not how that would work.
No, I don't think so.
Then came the second real piece of evidence. In Pickton's office, they found a bag containing an asthma inhaler with the name Serena Abbotsway printed on the side. And she'd last been seen on August 1st, the year before. These two pieces of ID were not enough to arrest Willie Pickton for murder just yet, but it was enough to execute a property-wide search warrant on Willie's entire farm.
Okay, finally, for crying out loud.
And the next place after the trailer was the slaughterhouse. When investigators walked in, they found an old pig's head had been left on the butcher table, and more rotting corpses were hanging from the ceiling. Pig corpses, yes.
Okay.
And while that does make for a gruesome scene, the real treasure there was the women's clothing and jewelry.
There is nothing gruesome about a butcher shop. A butcher shop is technically beautiful, and it is it's a job that is old as as
No,
time.
I like
It's
a
old.
good butcher shop, but this is a dirty one.
See, a fresh butcher shop, yes. Everyone loves a fresh butcher shop. Everyone loves to see the butcher making the sausage.
I don't know
I
if that's
do.
true. Everyone, there's a common
do.
saying that you don't want to see how the sausage is made.
I love seeing how the sausage is made.
That's unique to you, Marcus.
But when you see a pig like up, and it's like feet are up, and it's like top feet are up, and its bottom feet are down, and it's like hanging up, and it's kind of going like, don't you want to eat me, buddy? Don't you want to eat me, buddy? And I sit there and be like, yeah, dance into my mouth.
Well, that's a strange thing to yell at the butcher.
But they still hadn't found a body or anything close to it. What they had found was more sex toys, such as
More silencers, Marcus. Please show some respect. They're not sex toys, silencers.
sex toys such as the Miss Lady Flexible multi-speed stimulator.
Tell me, Miss Lady Flexible, is there a Mr. Lady Flexible?
Oh my! This house it's just so disgusting. It's like beyond belief how disgusting this house is.
Now, I looked up the Miss Lady, and they're still for sale.
Oh, good.
They're on the market, man.
Great.
You can order them online. And they of course have copy involved. This is the copy verbatim.
Ladies, step right up. Climax for sale. Wish it were Tur? Which is what it says here is Ture, which is real. Well, with these Mrs. Ultra Smooth Flexible Multi-Speed Stimulators, it can be.
Wow.
Nothing like a big fat Canadian man screaming at you to orgasm.
Oh,
It makes
yeah.
a woman just so crazy wet.
My goodness gracious.
Now, apparently, Willie bought all his sex toys from a woman named Shelley, who was the sex toy dealer for all the local truckers.
So this wasn't. Wait. So all these truckers are just sitting.
Of course they do. do? The truckers sit
don't
in their
know.
cabs all day, cornholing themselves because you're on the road.
Why don't you have to? Why don't you wear your seatbelt, trucker Steve? He's like, with this toy, I'm not going anywhere.
What I do here, see, officer, it's as good as a seatbelt. You see the suction cup end here, right? You see it?
I do.
I put it in the back and the bottom of the chair here, right? See, look. See how hard that sits on there?
Yeah, okay. I'm going to try to push you out. I'm going to try to push you now.
Watch it. No, look here. Watch. Okay, now let me take down my trucker trousers here. They're special. All right. All right, tried it. All right,
Okay, here you go. You know what? I can't budge you.
Yeah, I got lips and grip.
Okay, go on then.
See you soon there.
Well, this sex toy dealer, Shelley, she'd also sold Willie an inflatable pig that everyone called, quote, the fuckable pig.
Great.
And Willie kept that one on his desk.
Oh, good.
Good.
How big is it?
It's like, small enough to fit on a desk.
Okay.
It's funny. It's a funny thing. Anton from Trundle Manor gave me a big alien lady that I can fuck as well. A big inflatable alien
I don't
sex
think
toy.
you're supposed to do that. He just...
No, I mean,
I
it's
didn't
what
fuck
it's
it.
for.
This podcast is brought to you by Squarespace. Squarespace is an all-in-one website platform that helps you stand out online. Yes, that's right. You don't have to smash your face with a hammer. You can just start a business. It's got everything you need on Squarespace, from securing your domain to building a professional site and showcasing your work all in one place. Let's say you want to show everybody how you can carve your ribs out of your lower abdomen so that you look more like a Ken doll. That's amazing. You can bring your vision to life with AI-powered design or curated templates, plus flexible editing tools that helps you create something that truly reflects your style, especially if you are somebody that is trying to corrupt the young men of America. That's what Squarespace is really going to help you. Squarespace makes it easy. It makes it easy for you to put all that together, and you just go to Squarespace and do it all. Thanks, Braden. Head to squarespace.com/left for a free trial. And when you're ready to launch, use offer code LEFT to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. This is a paid ad by BetterHelp. You know, stigma shows up in a lot of different places. I know I had to explain to my handyman about the devil imagery in my home. I had to explain that in our home, El Diablo es bueno. And he reluctantly agreed. I think largely just because he was in my home and he was scared. But over time, he began to see, the devil can be my amigo. See, even in 2026, stigma can get in the way of a lot of things, right? My handyman almost didn't put up my floating media cabinet, right? You got to get support for your mental health. Maybe you've encouraged friends to consider therapy while avoiding taking the first step yourself because you're busy, worried what others will think, or telling yourself you should handle it alone. No, you need a team. Get therapy with BetterHelp, the world's largest online therapy platform. Give me a space to slow down and talk through what's building before it feels unmanageable. So let's take a short questionnaire to identify your needs and preferences, and BetterHelp will handle the initial therapist matching work for you. Their industry-leading match rate means BetterHelp typically gets it right the first time. Feel confident knowing BetterHelp therapists work according to a strict code of ethics and are fully qualified. So don't let hesitation hold you back. Find support with BetterHelp. Sign up and get 10% off at betterhelp.com/lastpod. That's betterhelp.com/lastpod.
Hey there, everybody. Is your cell phone bill too much money? Are you getting that bill and you're like, hey, what is this? I can't believe for what? For 5G? Are you crazy right now? $100? I don't even barely got any bars when I'm just sitting in my living room, okay? You don't have to deal with that anymore. Are you ready for this? $15 a month. That's right, $15 a month on Mint Mobile. Yeah, baby. Get their wireless plan, because they're just sitting there on the T-Mobile 5G network, and it's just $15. Your whole life, you're just paying all this money every month. You're like, why? Where's it going? It's going to these phone companies that are robbing you. So go to Mint Mobile. Let them help you talk to your mom. So get your new wireless plan for just $15 a month. Go to mintmobile.com/LPOTL. That's mintmobile.com/LPOTL. Cut your wireless bill to $15 a month at mintmobile.com/LPOTL. That's it. There's no catch. Upfront payment of $45 for 3 months, $90 for 6 months, $180 for 12 months. Plan required, $15 per month equivalent. Taxes and fees extra. Initial plan term only. Greater than 50 gigabytes may slow when the network is busy. Includes up to 20 gigabytes hotspot. Capable device required. Availability, speed, and coverage varies. See mintmobile.com.
So as the forensics team continued to search for hard evidence, the RCMP figured they'd try to put the screws to Willie, who was out on bail by this time.
Okay.
And by put the screws, I mean they sent a nice lady to talk to him at work.
Oh, my God.
Yes.
See, by this time, Willie Pickton's name was all over the papers as the likely suspect in the decades-long missing women case. Because by this time, it had actually gotten quite a bit of media attention. I think in 2000 or maybe early 2001, the Vancouver Sun had run a huge expose on all of the problems of the police department, how they weren't talking to each other, how they weren't putting any money or resources into the missing persons department, and doing all of these profiles on a lot of these missing women. So it was really in the forefront of everyone's mind in Vancouver. But the job of the cop sent to talk to Willie was to pump him for more information. Now, Willie just sat in his cab while this woman listened to him. He mostly just whined, given the same just a simple pigman story he'd always given women. Now, he eventually teared up near the end and told the woman that because he was being harassed by the media so much, he felt just like Princess Diana.
Oh, and
I'm just like her. I've got a face like I got a face technically like a terrier mixed with a Chinese crescent, much like the famous host of last podcast that left his dog Wendy. Too real, who's hilarious. She's super funny.
Yeah.
I am constantly vilified for my beauty, judged for it. Also, Princess Diana was killed by a gigantic light weapon by the English government in order to cover up the fact that she did not want to be involved in the cloning operations that Queen Elizabeth was running out of Buckingham Palace, and because she was marrying an Arab.
All right, there we go. Hot take corner, Henry Zabrowski. So Pickton is getting sad. He's the real Princess Diana of serial killers, huh?
Then finally, 10 days later, cops found an orange cushion and a mangled metal mesh shower hose, both stained with blood.
What about all of the clothes, all the jewelry? Isn't that enough to just arrest this guy?
No.
Why would he have it?
It's still circumstantial.
Oh, pretty big.
He just has it.
Yeah.
He just has it.
Just has all the clothes of the people that are dead?
Well, they don't know for sure that they're the clothes of the dead.
All right.
Yeah, they don't all have their names written, and it's not daycare. These are sex workers.
I remember that.
They're just wearing clothes.
I never had to write my name in the clothes. This is true because they were always so big. And they said, we know which ones are banned. And they said, don't let them touch the rabbits. Yeah,
they reek of beer.
Yeah, even at 6 years old. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, they tested the DNA, and when the results came back, they found the blood belonged to Mona Wilson, the last victim. And with this, police finally had enough to arrest Willie Pickton for murder.
Now, do you think we should arrest him, or do you think we should just maybe, I don't know.
Do you think sometimes, I read a story once about how a cobbler had a bunch of work he had to do on shoes, and then when he went to sleep, tiny men came out and did all the work.
Yeah.
Maybe that'll happen here.
Maybe.
So let me just put on my sleeping cap because it's Canada and I have to wear a hat to sleep.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to sit here and go. They come out yet?
Not yet. I'm going to have a Molson. And I'm going to have my Molson.
But even though Willie was finally in jail, the investigation was by no means over. There was still the matter of the other 48 or so women.
Jesus.
So in addition to the mounting pile of evidence being collected at the farm, cops figured they'd try a two-pronged approach to get a confession out of Willie. There'd be the standard grilling in the interrogation room, but they also figured they'd double their chances by setting Willie up with a cell plant.
Oh my God, this cell plant is just like, he just sounds like everybody that is, he's just trying to make it in Hollywood.
For some reason, I'm picturing an actual person dressed as a plant, just like in the corner of the room.
Don't mind me, I'm just a plant that can't talk. Did I talk?
You're talking. You're talking.
Well, it seems like to me you're more of a plant that's lying and saying it can't talk.
The world's dumbest prison cell. Coming live to CBS.
In case you don't know, a cell plant is an undercover officer who poses as a fellow prisoner in order to get information out of a suspect. They can't ask any real questions and are really there just to egg the guy on. Mm-hmm. The story they gave to Willie's cell plant was that he was a 51-year-old with a history of violence who had just been booked on 2 counts of first-degree murder. Now, from what I can tell from both this case and other Canadian cases I'm familiar with, like you remember what's False Confessions? Mm-hmm. Do you remember?
Yes.
The confession tapes?
The confession tapes.
Great.
Yeah, the confession tapes. Very similar to this whole cell plant thing. From what I can tell, the most common affectation of a Canadian officer impersonating a criminal is to just say fuck as much as humanly possible.
I swear to God, it's like a sketch. He walks in, he's wearing like a fake scar, he's got a head shaved in there, he's talking with him, he's like, yeah, these fucking mongrels, they don't know how to fucking talk to criminals. Like us, you and me, we're fucking hard cases, you and me, they're fucking fuck. And he says it again and again and again to the point where it's like, any other criminal would be like, I think you're lying. I'm not sure, but I think maybe you're faking being a criminal.
Yeah, the first thing, like, Willie, like, comes into the cell and he says, like, oh, what are you in for? And the first thing the guy says, he goes, I'm fucking in here for my fucking health, you know?
Like a joke. Just shut your fucking mouth. That's what you need to do. Shut your fucking mouth.
Yeah, over the course of the conversation had between Willie and the cell plant, the cell said some variation of fuck 150 times.
Okay.
Now, Willie wasn't forthcoming at first, but he did seem to enjoy how famous he already was. He said, quote,
the whole fucking world knows me. All the way to Hong Kong to everywhere.
Wow.
Well, that is true. Are we not going to play any dialogue?
You can't understand any of it without the subtitles.
But what I would say to you is watch the footage of Willie Pickton talking to the cellmate. It's on YouTube, and it's pretty amazing. And I will say, honestly, besides obviously the murders are the worst part, the second worst part of the whole thing is the way Willie eats compulsively an entire plate of chili that they gave him in prison.
It's not chili, it's just plain beans.
Ooh, you can call anything chili. And that's a chili. It's just a bean chili.
It's hard to explain. He eats it like a child, where he scoops it all to one side of the plate and then squirts it up from both sides, like eating like he's playing with it, and then he eats every bean.
Yep. There was a undercover boss episode for Hooters, and one of the general managers made the people eat the beans off the plate so they could go home early. Quite offensive. Check it out. Hooters undercover boss.
It made him eat the beans.
Oh, he was fired.
What are you talking about?
Undercover boss episode for the show Hooters.
I know, but we understand that part.
We understand that part, but what do you mean eat the beans off the plate?
He made them eat beans off of a plate. The Hooters girls.
But how does that get them home earlier?
Because the winner got to go home earlier.
So
what?
That's an episode of Undercover Boss. It's the most offensive episode of all time.
Wait,
Our audience will understand.
So she got cut before everyone else?
Because she wanted to go home earlier, but she had to eat the beans off the plate.
So it was like a sexual thing.
It was a disgusting thing.
It was a disgusting sexual thing that this guy enjoyed, watching women eat beans really quickly.
Yes.
So wait a second. So he forced her to eat the beans.
He forced
in front
all
of
of
him
the
as a sexual thing for himself.
Well, now we're talking Undercover Boss. Yes, he basically he didn't force them. If they wanted to get cut early, then they had to compete in this competition. He called it piggy games, I believe. It's disgusting.
That's different. That's different. That sets up expectations.
It's quite
waiter.
horrible.
You basically just said waiter got to go home early, eat plate of beans.
No, I did not say that. I was talking about an Undercover Boss. I thought you guys had seen Undercover Boss.
I'd seen Undercover Boss, but I didn't understand the concept.
Nonetheless, if you watch the Hooters episode of Undercover Boss, it's disgusting. I boycotted Hooters. I still boycott Hooters.
Well, after Willie said that the whole fucking world knows him, the cell plant compared Willie to O.J. Simpson as far as famous murderers went. And Pickton, he seriously said this. He said,
O.J. Simpson. I don't know what happened to him. Is he okay?
Yeah, he's doing great.
Yeah, right. He should be. Oh, he's a great footballer, that guy. Funny, too. Man, I can't believe what that woman and that waiter made him do.
Yeah.
And the cell plant reassured Willie that OJ was doing just fine. He's fucking whining and fucking dining out there every night.
My God.
Yeah. He's gonna be moving. He's moving to Vegas. No, he's moving to Miami, I think.
Yeah, he's currently in Las Vegas.
Yeah, Miami is his home. Yeah, he had some good times in Miami.
All right.
Yeah, and Pickton will be able to join him soon once he gets parole in 25 years.
Willie spent hours talking about how he was nailed to the cross, how he was screwed, and so on and so forth. He kept saying that over and over. He's like, they're nailing me to the cross here.
Oh, my God. A real Jesus syndrome this guy has, huh?
But then he started talking about good times. He remembered a story from Christmas Eve, 1997, a night he said he was, quote, a real hard asshole.
And there's nothing worse than a hard asshole.
Yeah, it sounds like go to the doctor. You gotta go get a checkup. I thought he was gonna reminisce about how Nickelback performed at the Piggy Palace. There was one night this band Nickelback. Oh my God.
Now, on that night, on Christmas Eve, 97, Willie drove over to the Gastown neighborhood, which is the tourist spot just blocks from the downtown east side, and let loose a couple of little piggies into the crowd, causing pandemonium.
Whoa.
Real hard asshole, that guy.
Real hard asshole, man. We did that. That was our senior prank. We did that. That was like, I wasn't a part of it, but we had the pig one with, we took a pig and had a number one was spray painted on one, and then a number three was spray painted in another, and then they let loose the pigs.
Yeah, so you look for, they spent a lot of time looking for number two.
Oh, wow. That's kind of fun for the pigs.
Yeah. It's very fun for the
pig. You imagine the pig goes to the bar, sits down, has a little pig drink.
It would be kind of fun.
But man, this was Willie's favorite story
that
I had read in On the Farm. He told this story to like three other people. Like the woman when she was talking to him in his truck and he talked about being like Princess Diana. He told her the piggy story on Christmas Eve as well.
Yeah.
Like, he loved this story.
I remember that one.
That's how he laughs. They call me the Pigler.
Oh, man.
He's like a very shitty Batman villain.
Oh, the Pigler. Oh, kind of sounds like Mankind from the WWE when you do that, too. He used to squeal quite a bit.
Well, Willie's plan for 1998, though, which he never went through with, was to get a few ostriches, because he used to buy ostriches for the meat from auctions. He was going to get a few ostriches and set them free on the downtown east side. He then planned to get a tuxedo, head over to the nicest hotel in the city, and release 2 suitcases full of bats into the elevator shaft.
The Pigler strikes again. I dare you to collect all these creepy bats. Oh, creepy. Oh, I found out honestly that their feces is worth quite a bit of money.
Look at that. Guano.
Yeah, about all this, Willie said, quote,
that would have been fun to see. Still want to do that. I was so close.
I mean,
I was so close.
So close. If he never would have killed anyone and just done this, he's kind of fun. That's a good time guy.
It is pretty fun because it's also, he would just be like Abby Hoffman. He would just be like a yipster. He'd be like one of the old school 1960s pranksters.
Yeah, that's not so bad.
Marcus said that this is a good time for me to maybe do some reading, just so you can see more of just how Robert Pickton thinks and the way that he thinks. I got a hold of, thank you to Anno and Brandon from the Reddit that helped me find this very rare book, Robert Pickton, in his own words, very difficult to find, published by Michael Childress, who's a fucking moron. And I'm going to put it, I mean, we've read a lot of difficult things to read on this show, and I have too, specifically with Scientology and with the alien shit. I would say this is one of the most taxing, worst written things I've ever read. It was pulled from Amazon by the Canadian government 5 days after it was published while Pickton was in jail. And he wrote it, and I mean, this is what he sounds like.
And it's called Pickton in his own words?
Yes.
Okay.
Pickton on Pickton.
Pickton on Pickton. Oh, my goodness.
So he's talking about basically what the book posits is that Gina did all the murders and he did nothing. And so this is an encounter he has with the sex worker at night. There I dispersed from this specific area and feeling a whole lot better of the whole process. So I decided to stop at this convenience store that is just up from the Patricia Hastings, indicating that the site location is on the left-hand side where the store is facing onto Hastings Street. There I have bought myself a light snack, which involves a filled donut, 1 liter of 2% chocolate milk, and a packet of plain potato chips to munch on while I continue to overdrive my own tiredness so that I can proceed on driving homebound. But holding to my word en route as planned with the supportive speech, killing 2 birds with the same stone, and being in Vancouver, which I am going on the on-site location where Miss George Gina Dickens works at the Shell service station located on junction of Powell Street, for I desperately like to talk to her in person. Gina Houston, over 150,000. We haven't even gotten to it. We haven't even gotten to it. So this is just one paragraph. There I continue driving down Powell Street in a line of forward motion with the traffic, and down the road roughly about half a block ahead in the distance where I notice this poor girl hitchhiking off the sidewalk as this party continues, walking backwards in the process while facing off the sidewalk, her attention to the surroundings. There at the point in speech as things unfold before me, while I never knew the situation of what was happening until she stumbled off the sidewalk and fell directly onto the roadway of Powell Street, which extended to the movement that was taking her directly into the path of my pickup truck. Immediately after these particular circumstances, would I had immediately stopped with having alarming suspicion that something definitely happened to this particular lady with myself, tendency taken while I secure the roadway with my truck and put on my truck emergency 4-way flashers.
All right, that is, I don't like Pickton on Pickton anymore. This is horrible. The whole time he's just
now to update with this particular party, informal conversation where she has stated directly to me that she was extremely overtired and quite clumsily on my feet, and connecting to the main reason, shy, that I've been partying for more than 30 hours nonstop without any sleep. Addition to this, where this lady asked me directly if by any chance are you interested in having a date with me, for I give good head. By this particular remark indicating that this party deliberately thrown herself directly out of her fierce anger and disposition towards herself in front of a motorized vehicle while hoping that someone out there would feel sorry for her while she only there to arrange a formal date, which again is pure evil behavior. Then he quotes Romans.
Oh, okay. All right. So the whole time he's also drinking 2% chocolate milk. This is
what's with the milk? It's always with
the milk with these guys.
Yeah.
All right,
and then he
interesting.
says that he was going to donate $100 to her for herself. Then she ends up at the trailer. She doesn't want she slowly but surely invites him to sleep with him, and he said, "Well, I guess I can give you $100 because I was going to donate $100 to you." And I never got to the murder.
Oh, right. Well, I think we're all dumber. Pickton on Pickton.
That was the worst thing I've ever heard in my life.
Wow.
That was the worst written thing I've ever heard.
Very good. Very well read, though, Henry Zabrowski.
I'll send it to you to read.
That's what Marcus's brain needs right now.
That's what I need after all this. More Pickton. So the day after the first cell plant conversation came the interview. For hours, cops took runs at Willie, trying to get him to confess to anything. But Willie proved tougher than they thought. It wasn't until cops showed him a tape of Scott Chubb talking about the murder for hire conversation they'd had that Willie cracked even a little bit. Then they played the testimony of Andy Bellwood, whom Willie had described his murders to. This was the first time Willie really had an outburst, using the phrase which would become one of his favorites throughout the interrogation, quote,
"Out to lunch! You're going out to lunch, and I'm going out to lunch. I am officially going out to lunch." I don't think you understand, sir. You cannot leave. Out to lunch. That's where I'll be when I'm free again.
Out to lunch. When cops told him that someone had said something about him, he go, "Out to lunch."
What does that mean?
That means that not true.
It's crazy.
It's crazy. That's crazy.
Because it's out to lunch?
That he's not talking sense. He's out to lunch.
But why can't you tell the truth over lunch?
Well, he's not there. He's not working. He's out to lunch.
But a lot of good conversation happens at lunch. All right.
It seems like, and if you read his book, it seems like, and this maybe I'm jumping out here, and I don't mean to ableist slam this man, but I think that this man's a fucking idiot, and he doesn't understand what anything means. He doesn't understand what the words mean. He doesn't understand what he's saying.
Out to lunch.
Cops then started going into the DNA evidence and Serena Abbott's Way's inhaler, saying they had Willie dead to rights, but they were still trying to play to his ego.
No, not dead to rights. Out to lunch.
Out to lunch.
You're not even listening. I'm not dead to rights. I'm out to lunch.
They said,
"You're as big as the Pope. You're as big as Bin Laden. You can have respect. People might say Robert Pickton was a hero. When he knew his day was over, he had the decency to end it quickly." He sounds like my fucking agent.
Yeah, I don't like it at all. I don't like the encouragement. I know they're trying to solicit a confession here, but just call him a piggy bastard.
Some people might say you're a hero.
I'm not. What?
Yeah.
I think they should have been meaner to him.
You don't understand. We sent this document back and forth, Marcus and I, this like 280-page interrogation transcript that we found, and this shit's fucking infuriating.
I don't know, man.
Like,
I feel like this is a situation where a lighter and a foot would have worked. Just burn his foot.
No, I mean, really, the whole of the general tone of the interrogation is, "Come on, buddy."
Yeah, but
you murdered 49 people.
They're way too nice to him.
No, they're like, "Come on."
Did you do it? No. Did you do it? Did you do
Come
it?
on.
Did you
Come
do
on
it?
now. How about this? I give you a lollipop if you say you did it. Just say you did it.
They
Just
should
say
have
you
had
did it.
Call me a squirrel, because I'm covered in acorns. That's right. So many people are focused on where their money is today. And Acorns is the financial wellness app that cares about where your money is going tomorrow. Let Acorns work for you. You put acorns in the ground and you're gonna get trees tomorrow. That's right, investments. And with the Acorns potential screen, you could find out what your money is capable of. I always do that. I'm like, I want to invest in something that I like. Let's say cheeseburgers. Okay? That's kind of hard to do. Acorns will help you find a cheeseburger that is right for you. So sign up now, and Acorns will boost your new account with a $5 bonus investment. Wow! Join the over 14 million all-time customers who have already saved and invested over $27 billion with Acorns. Head to acorns.com/left or download the Acorns app to get started. Paid non-client endorsement. Compensation provides incentive to positively promote Acorns. Tier 2 compensation provided. Potential subject to various factors such as customers' accounts, age, and investment settings. Does not include Acorns fees. Results do not predict or represent the performance of any Acorns portfolio. Investment results will vary. Investing involves risk. Acorns Advisors, LLC, an SEC registered investment advisor. View important disclosures at acorns.com/left. All right, I know what you're thinking. I like to go banking, but I don't want to give to these big old banks all the time that cater to the 1%. Well, go ahead and get yourself hooked up with Chime. It's banking built for you, not just those rich jerks. And they got thousands of fee-free ATMs because why pay to get your own money? Chime is working for you, man. You get your Chime card, you're going to get travel perks, you're going to get into airport lounges, you're going to get those chicken thighs. You know, every time I go to an airport lounge, I get chicken thighs. And you know what I say whenever I see a plate of chicken thighs? Give me more. Chime's going to get you those chicken thighs in these lounges, all right? Sure, they could serve other types of meat, but why would you when chicken thighs are so delicious? Chime is not just smarter banking, it's the most rewarding way to bank. Join the millions who are already banking fee-free today. Head to chime.com/left. That's chime.com/left. It only takes a few minutes to sign up. Chime is a fintech, not a bank. Banking services for Chime Card provided by Chime's bank partners. Optional products and services may have fees or charges. Stated cashback for Chime Prime only. No minimum balance required. For more information on travel perks, go to chime.com/disclosures.
It's obvious we love true crime. But it does make us feel a little paranoid about what's out there, as it should. And that's why it's so important to get a home security system that gives you peace of mind. With Simply Safe, you can stop crimes before they even start using their AI-powered cameras to identify threats on your property and alert US-based live agents to take action. Like arriving in a helicopter in the night, coming down from the helicopter, zipping down and breaking through the windows with their big axes, and going through the house, ripping through the walls, finding the criminals. It's easy to do. Simply Safe has been a game changer for us. And the best part, there's no long-term contract. We've used it since the very early days of Simply Safe here at LPN, and it keeps us safe, doesn't it? It keeps all of our thoughts inside the building. Then there's the ones we let out because they have to go out because that's a part of it. But Simply Safe keeps the other thoughts safe. And for that, we say thank you, Simply Safe. And we want you to experience the same peace of mind as we, which is why we've partnered with Simply Safe to offer an exclusive discount to all of our listeners. Right now, you can get 50% off your new system by visiting simplysafe.com/LPOTL. That's half off at simplysafe.com/LPOTL. There's no safe like Simply Safe.
When Willie didn't bend on that, the interrogator, completely out of ideas, tried appealing to this psychopath's sense of decency.
Completely out of idea. Well, we asked him if he did it. He said no. I asked him if he did it again.
He said, quote, this is what the interrogator said.
Do this for your mother, who is watching you from heaven, Rob. Do you hear up there? Do you hear in heaven? Yes, Rob, it is me, Jesus Christ. You must come up and you do it for your mother. She also killed a son like my father did to make everybody's life better. I wish that he hadn't done it the way he did it. Oh, God, you fucking piece of shit. Why you make them do it that way? Why not just blow me to death?
Different times, huh?
And that, of course, failed as well. You can't appeal to a psychopath's sense of decency and justice. It's about this time that Don Adam, head of the Project Even-Handed Task Force, figured he'd better take over. After hours, Adam finally cracked Willie.
Hey, Willie. You ticklish here? No. No, I'm not. Are you ticklish here, maybe here in the crook of your knee? Stop it. No. No, maybe. I don't know. But how about your belly? No. No, don't do it.
I'm back from lunch.
I am back from lunch.
I'm back from lunch.
Well, talking about the blood found in Willie's trailer, Adam said this, quote,
Willie, you didn't do a good job of cleaning up the girl's blood. Like, you got to agree with me.
And now who knows why, but this was what Willie finally responded to. After everything else, Willie said, quote,
That's right. I was sloppy. I'm a messy boy. I'm a bit of a pig pen. Everybody has said that.
And Henry, you're joking, but the tone of the rest of the conversation was kind of like that. Is that like just Willie's like, oh yeah, I was sloppy. That was just me. He just kept using the for some reason the qualifier sloppy was what Willie latched onto, and that's what made him confess. Essentially,
because to me immediately it sounds like because it's such a criminal trope. The idea of being sloppy, and that's how he got caught up.
Yeah.
I think that Pickton was really stupid and built a bunch of things upon the ideas that he thought of what criminals were and how they behaved. I think that when he got into this whole I was sloppy, he had heard that enough from criminals from TV and reading about shit, about when he heard that statement over and over again, and he's like, that's how real criminals get caught, is by being sloppy. They don't do it because of something else. Like, they latch on to something.
It also made him a little bit smarter than the police, or it made him think that he was smarter than the police, because that's kind of how the cop outsmarted him. He's like, oh, Willie, do you think it was, bad police work or just you being sloppy? And he was like, it was both. You guys, you never would have caught me if I wasn't sloppy. Now, when they finally returned Willie to his cell, the confession floodgates had opened, and Willie was ready to talk even more. The cell plant prompted him by telling Willie how he got rid of his bodies by the sea. He said, there's nothing left if you send it out to the sea.
Oh.
And Willie listened as he disgustingly shoveled a plate of beans into his mouth.
Why does that make it so much more disgusting for some reason? The visual of him eating like Tiny from House of a Thousand Corpses.
It was just the childish way that he ate it. that like fucking sticks with me because it just shows that he just wasn't mentally. He's just not a bright person.
Yeah, well, he grabbed the fork with his fist.
Sure.
Instead of holding it like, an adult, he grabbed his fork with his fist. And I actually did that up until like my early 20s because
I think you still do that. I've seen you eat many times. You've done it before. If you're in a hustle, if you're out to lunch, you will
If you're
grab
out to
that
lunch,
thing.
you're definitely doing it like a shovel.
Oh, yeah.
Well, after a pause, Willie said, quote,
I did better than that. A render implant.
and after that, it was only a matter of time. And Willie sat there eating beans, shoveling them into his mouth, and we're like, yeah, I took him out to a rendering plant. They never found the bodies.
Hey, Willie, can you just speak into this flower that they let me have? It's a strange thing they let an inmate have a flower.
That's where the microphone is, right?
No, it's a flower.
Oh, I mean, I'm okay with just talking into the microphone. I know what it is. You're wearing a Halloween prisoner's costume. Like, it looks like you bought it from a Halloween town.
By the end of the night, Willie had confessed to murdering 49 women, lamenting that he'd almost made it to, quote, the big 5-0.
Oh,
You have to pronounce it correctly. The big 5-0.
5-0.
Big 5-0.
Oh, my God.
He then masturbated and went to sleep.
Gee, all right. What?
Hey, man, we all got something in common.
Yeah, I guess that's whatever.
Now, interestingly, he also said that there'd be about 15 other people who go down with him should he ever go to trial.
Okay.
Now, we know about Gina Houston and Dina Taylor, who, by the way, never did a day in prison for their parts in the story.
Unbelievable.
But there was also Dave, the
That's
brother.
right. That's right, yeah.
And when cops searched the old family farmhouse, which Dave had long since left, they found some interesting items in his old bedroom. Besides the predictable collection of condoms and dildos, they also found a rusty pair of pliers used to castrate animals. There was also 2 wrist restraining devices and a pink backpack full of used syringes, wipes, and condoms, as well as a crack pipe and a butcher cleaver. But none of it was enough to charge or even truly investigate Dave Pickton.
Oh, my God. I think you should look into this guy a little bit, please.
Well, Dave publicly said that the whole thing was a frame-up perpetrated by a former employee, which brings us back to Pat Casanova, the barbecue man.
It always comes back to Pat Casanova. I'm the barbecue man of Vancouver. Good Lord.
See, Casanova had run the butcher business with Willie for years and had ample access to Willie's properties. Cops also found human DNA on a saw at Casanova's house, but not enough to match it to anyone in particular. So they couldn't prove that, maybe Pat cut himself one day on the saw.
Sure,
okay. If you can't match it to any particular person, you can't charge him with anything. And it could be that Casanova was involved, or it could be that Willie had used the saw and lent it to Pat afterwards. Well, what they found in Willie's workshop points towards Willie lending the saw.
Okay.
On April 4th, one of the investigators, a man named Slay, walked by the workshop and noticed a stench coming from one of the big chest freezers. After digging through a layer of frost, they found 2 5-gallon plastic buckets. Slay shined his flashlight inside the first bucket and found a human head cut in half vertically through the face.
Do you think they cut the head in half because it's easier to put in the bucket, or is it because what you do with pigs? Because they cut the head in half to get to the face meat. If you're going to make like head cheese, if you're going to make all that, and the brains are used for a lot of stuff.
It was because it was like a pig. It was exactly. He butchered these women the exact same way that he butchered pigs, right down to the cutting of the head, down the vertebrae, down the middle of the body. Like, he was just right. He was doing it how he knew it. He was doing it how he knew to do it.
All right.
But that wasn't the only thing in there. Inside one half of the head, in the cranial cavity, they found 2 severed hands. And stacked underneath was the other half of the head. But inside this half was 2 feet.
Jeez.
The second bucket held the same exact configuration.
My goodness gracious.
Now, forensics found more body parts near the old piggery in the cistern.
Uh-oh.
A sewage company pumped the damn thing for 4 days before it was empty because Willie had never emptied it.
Oh, he's like
my
cousin
God.
Ed from Christmas Vacation.
Oh, the
Shitter's full.
Oh my God!
And then after investigators pumped out all of this pig sewage, they had to sift through all of it by hand.
So we're talking like 30 years of pig crap.
Many years of pig shit.
It just sounds like losing an engagement ring in Shanghai, like in one of the public toilets.
Yeah, good luck.
But it was worth it. You know, they found a human jawbone in there.
For one guy, it was. Some guy probably loved it. The creature of Mud Creek, perhaps, loved it there.
Now, it can't be understated how huge of an operation this really was. There were over 100 people working there, day and night for years, sifting through Willie's farm piece by piece by piece.
I do just imagine someone like waking up really early for sewage day and be like, there's something wrong with you, Todd. But in this case, that's a skill. Now get on in there. I've been waiting to swim in human sewage for my whole life.
There's nothing that interests me more than being covered absolutely up to my fucking eyelashes in pure human waste.
Well, Todd, you get in there. I'm out to lunch. I gotta go. I mean, you get in there.
Now, these people, they had to search through every rock. You know, they had to search through all these troughs, and they had these huge conveyor belts that they would have to go through and search piece by piece. They would sift through all this dirt and go piece by piece by piece.
It's like a disgusting scene from I Love Lucy.
Yeah. Yeah, they searched through about 40 bone pits.
Oh, God.
Bone pits.
Bone pits, yeah, because you had to put the dead stock somewhere.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, you have to.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And they had to
guess
separate
so.
every bone fragment to see what was human and what wasn't. And they found a healthy mix of both in every bone pit. But there is a mystery when it comes to the bodies, a mystery that endures to this day. No one knows what he did with the leg and arm bones. It's unlikely that he disposed of them at the rendering plant, as those are pretty recognizable as human. But not even a piece of one was found on the farm. But no one knows what he did with the leg and arm bones, but then there was evidence that was almost just out in the open. One pail in the slaughterhouse was stuffed with human remains, and nearby was the head of Mona Wilson, sawed in the half like all the others. But the most disturbing discovery of all was still to come. On July 15th, 2002, 2 officers were searching a further 2 freezers when they found 3 plastic bags full of ground meat.
Oh,
shit.
no.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
The bags were put into storage for 4 months until someone finally tested them, and they found that the ground meat was pork and people.
Oh, my. So this was like, honestly, this was fed to human beings. This was like, they were making sausage out of this stuff.
This ground meat matched 2 women. One who had disappeared in early 2001 and one who had gone missing 4 years before in 1998. That means
that's not healthy.
That's not healthy, no.
That it is possible, if not probable, that for at least the previous 4 years, Willie had been grinding up at least some of his victims and mixing the meat in with hogs he'd butchered.
He definitely was.
And investigators found that Willie had given meat to over 40 friends, relatives, and associates in this period of time. Willie had also helped out another friend grind, package, and sell about 300 pounds of meat every month to small butcher shops around Vancouver.
All right.
And yet, even though investigators knew all of this, they did not issue a public health warning about possible human meat being on the market for another 2 years.
Well, you want to keep it under wraps here because
Because what are you gonna say? What are you gonna do?
People of Coquitlam and Port Coquitlam, I hate to break it to you. Now that lovely sausage you've been enjoying, it's just sausage. We're not going to ruin this for them.
I was going to say it.
Yeah.
And you could just see him being like, and now and just, I want to say, in unity with the people of Port Coquitlam, I will now eat this human foot. Now, I know that this is, I don't know where we got this foot. I'm not asking questions, right? Right, Sergeant Lansky? No questions asked. I am going to eat this foot so I also know what it's like, and honestly, it's quite good.
Oh, God.
I will say,
This
honestly,
is unbelievable.
I think that the reason why he did it and ground it up, like, yes, obviously he had some sort of sick shit inside of him. Of course, he's a fucking monster. I bet you he was doing it to pad his fucking counts. That he had so much extra meat that he knew that we're saving money on pigs by putting the human meat in with the pork meat, and because they're so similar, that this was about money and convenience, and not just about being a depraved maniac.
All right. What about the rendering plant though? Did they shut that thing down?
No, of course not.
Well, why didn't I don't understand how any of this? This is 2001, 2002.
2002, yeah.
This is like modern time. What is happening?
You can't shut down the rendering plant.
Shut it.
Yeah, what do you mean you shut the rendering plant?
Where are you going to get your Mike and Ikes?
Yeah, dude, Mike and Ike's. Also, think about the contouring craze that's happening on Instagram right now. That is fueled by the human meat gelatin that is being used by makeup companies right now.
Now, all this shit, this isn't even close to all the evidence they found. In fact, I once again have to recommend reading On the Farm by Stevie Cameron to get a full scope of the whole investigation, which is absolutely fascinating, especially if you're interested in forensics in any way whatsoever. But even with what we just mentioned, just those few things, you'd think the Willie Pickton trial would be a no-brainer, slam dunk.
Yeah, slam dunk.
Almost a formality.
Oh yeah.
But remember, this is Vancouver we're talking about here.
Oh my God.
Where nothing is ever simple when it comes to criminal justice.
This is like you with the slam dunk analogy. It reminds me of Patrick Ewing missing the layup in Game 6. Just dunk the ball, Ewing. You know, we're NBA champions. But whatever. It doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't matter.
I didn't blame myself for that.
Yeah.
You're not upset.
I'm not upset with that.
You're not
It happened in the
upset
90s.
20 years later.
Nah, even longer.
Now, the preliminary trial went smoothly. By the end of that, Pickton was charged with 27 counts of first-degree murder, with each one of those counts having at least DNA attached, if not out-and-out body parts. And that included the Jane Doe from 1995 that we started last episode with.
Okay.
But then there was the voir dire.
What's that?
Now, here in the U.S., voir dire has mostly to do with jury selection.
Okay.
It's known as a kind of trial within the trial. But in the case of Willie Pickton, the voir dire had to do with what evidence would be admitted. And they fucked it up spectacularly.
Good.
Now, I don't mean the prosecution. By all accounts, they, along with the forensic teams, did a fantastic job putting this case together at every turn. These guys, they dotted their I's and they crossed their T's.
Okay.
They did a fantastic job.
Oh, we were supposed to cross the T's and dot the I's. I was dotting the T's and crossing the I's.
Oh, no.
Well, thankfully they look similar, but the words are all weird.
Now, when I say they fucked it up, I mean Judge James Williams, who was either grossly incompetent or, honestly, trying to cover something up. Like,
What's worse?
No, Donald Marshall is a fucking moron. Donald Marshall is an absolute fucking moron, idiot, very sick man. There's something weird going on here.
Okay.
Like, when I look at the
judges, you think he's in on it?
Maybe
he was at the Piggy Palace sometimes?
I really don't know, but it really does seem like there's something else here, that there's maybe something else involved, because the decisions that this guy made in this case, they don't make sense.
Well, because it comes from a complete and total contempt for sex workers.
Yeah.
It comes from a complete and total idea that they are less than people. I can see the obvious connections here are that the police did not do the job that they were supposed to leading up to this, to fully go through all and really talk about it would expose a lot of people that weren't doing their jobs. And it just comes down to that the judge thought that sex workers were not people, and then that it was a problem that Pickton was helping them with.
Bad judge.
Well, we've got an example of this right off.
Well, you know what I would do to see if this judge was complicit? Look at his iPod. Is Nickelback on it?
Is it on
That's
it?
a clue. That's a clue.
Well, first, this guy denied the count of the Jane Doe whose skull was found in the swamp in 1995 and whose rib was found on Pickton's farm in 2002. His reasoning, and I swear I'm not making this up, was that she shouldn't be included in the counts because they never identified who she was. So in other words, in the eyes of this judge, it is totally cool to kill someone just so long as no one notices her gone.
Unbelievable.
Of all the disrespectful actions taken by either the Vancouver police or the courts, this one might sit at the top. The one that tells you they don't fucking care at all.
They don't give a shit.
But that's not it. After that, they were left with 26 counts of murder. Each one extremely similar and each one inextricably tied to the other. But the judge decided that trying 26 murders was just going to take too long.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
What else do you have to do, Judge? Oh, got to go out to lunch.
You literally just sit in
You're a
court all
judge,
day.
yeah.
That's when
You just
that.
sit there, you judge.
He's like, that's just going to take too long. People, they aren't going to get it. We can't ask them.
Oh, my God.
It's just going to take too long. So he took it down from 26 to 6.
Jesus.
With the promise that the other 20 would be tried later. The problem with this is that the prosecution wasn't allowed to mention the other 20 murders in the context of the 6 they were trying.
Oh, my God.
So they had to ignore the evidence of 20 other women that was found on the farm. They had to completely ignore it. And that wasn't the only thing that hobbled them. The judge decided that the jury would not hear the testimony of Sandra Ringwald, who had ran away from Willie Pickton's trailer with her guts hanging out of her body. The judge's reasoning was that Sandra wasn't one of the 26 murder counts.
Yeah, because she didn't fucking die.
Because she lived.
Because she lived. In other words, the judge did not let her testify against Pickton because she was just a plain old run-of-the-mill attempted murder.
Okay,
not
hold on.
an actual one. So she did not meet the standards of similar facts evidence.
So theoretically, the 49 that died, they would be allowed to testify. This is straight out of the Salem witch trials, where it's like, if they drown, she's not a witch, but if they live, definitely a witch.
I think we're having some massive confusion of what's allowed in this court, all right? This is what let me please handle the evidence. I'm going to handle the evidence. He starts talking with the skull.
Unbelievable.
That would be an example.
That's allowed?
Of that's what allowed here. All right, Nightmare Before Christmas type shit. Addams Family type shit. That's what I want to see.
Grossly incompetent judge.
So by the time Willie's trial started on January 22nd, 2007, 5 years after he was caught, Willie was feeling pretty good about all this.
Oh, yeah, because they're charging him with less than 1/10 of the, or I guess a little bit more than 1/10 of the amount of murders he actually committed.
Yeah, Willie cut his hair into a short mullet, and every morning he'd use the margarine he got with his breakfast toast to slick back his hair.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Fuck, jeez. God. This is so disgusting.
Now, the defense for Willie was that he was just a simple pig man
I've heard this before from Willie.
Yes.
who happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. They kept using the phrase beehive of activity to describe the farm and said that any number of people could have been the murderer or murderers. Furthermore, they said Willie was just too dumb to pull any of this off.
This is exactly what dumb people do. What do you mean? He is just dumb enough to pull this off.
It had to be somebody else. So predictably, Willie Pickton was found guilty.
Well, thank God. I mean, honestly, he could have been found innocent.
But not of first-degree murder.
Oh, my God.
Since the judge had tried to torpedo the case at every turn, the defense was able to convince the jury enough that maybe Willie wasn't fully culpable, and he was found guilty of second-degree murder instead.
So he was found guilty of 6 counts of second-degree murder.
6 counts.
So
of
justice was not
Yes.
served in this case.
Oh, it's not even done. Oh,
We're not even done yet?
We're not even done yet.
I'm gearing up to invade Canada.
Oh, no, we're not done yet. After the trial, forensics experts were able to add 6 more murders to Willie's rap sheet through even more DNA found. That brings up the provable number of murders to 33. But in 2010, the Canadian Supreme Court ruled that there would be no further trials for Willie Pickton. The first trial was ruled good enough.
Good enough.
And that's where it ends for Willie Pickton and the 26 families who will never get true justice due once again to pure laziness.
It is a perfect. The CFL is a perfect analogy for Canada versus the United States in the NFL. It is just such half-assed. Like, what is happening?
Oh, yeah, and the story of Michael Childress, who published the book. So they didn't understand, so at least Willie Pickton can't write. So he's not going to be able to make money while he's in jail.
Yeah.
But the guy, Michael Childress, was doing it from a child molester friend of his that was in jail, that he was trying to raise money for his appeal case. And he was going to use this, and it was all of this fucked up shit. So Childress put it on his Facebook page. I just published a book when he put it out. And so finally, he was not completely ignorant of Pickton's identity when he decided to publish a book. But this is what he said. I got on Wikipedia and I looked up his arrest record and stuff, and he was kind of creepy, But if Pickton did it, then he needs to rot in hell, and I feel sorry for the victims and the families. But if he didn't do it, then who did it?
He did it. He did it. Yeah. Oh, my goodness. All right. Well, that is Willie Pickton. What a month long. How's your brain, Marcus?
Actually, my brain's pretty good because I don't know this Pickton case.
It wasn't a lot of pig talk. It might have maybe was comfortable.
No, really, this one. It wasn't the murders that bothered me so much as it was the cops, the indifference, the injustice on this one. We've definitely talked about cases where cops didn't investigate, but this was on a whole new level.
Oh my God! All the way up to the judiciary. It's obviously systemic.
Yeah, this is all the way.
And it's also when you leave the gaps and the idea of a lot of being like, why it does feel like a cover up, and you could see why conspiracy theory gets in there too. As you look at it, and you're like, you left all of these holes for it.
I'm serious. And this judge must have gone to the piggy pal. I'm sure.
Well, as far as this stuff and conspiracy thought goes, is that anytime there is gross incompetence on the part of authority figures, failure is the perfect place for conspiracy to hide.
Yeah.
As soon as there's a failure, as soon as people fuck up, because I think people, they want to believe that the government is there to protect them. They want to believe that the police are there to protect them. And then when it doesn't protect the most vulnerable of us, when it's just sheer incompetence and laziness, that's where conspiracy fits the best because laziness is nothing but a void. Incompetence is nothing but a hole, and you can fit anything in there. And as we saw with the fucking clone saga, the Pickton case is the perfect place for it.
And I also do believe that judge in this case was malignantly suppressing this case.
Yes.
Oh, absolutely.
I think that he was politicizing the bench and coming out and basically saying, I don't like sex workers and they don't deserve to live. And that's a part of where this came from, which is that's where I do believe it. It's not conspiracy like capital C, capital T conspiracy theory, but it's a part of the way that shit goes down.
Systemic sexism.
Yeah, it's real. It's actual real conspiracy here, like the way shit actually works. And I'll say this, the Vancouver Police Department, that was definitely incompetence because since the Pickton case, the Vancouver Police Department has gone through a huge overhaul as far as how they treat sex workers and as far as how they investigate crimes against them. There was a gigantic overhaul of how they're treated. And in fact, one of the women who helped spearhead that overhaul, I'm going to be talking to her on a Patreon bonus that we're going to be releasing this week. This woman had an actual encounter with Willie Pickton in the early 90s. She was a sex worker on the downtown east side. I'm going to be doing an interview with her today after we record this episode, and that's going to be a part of our Patreon bonus content this week.
All right, there it is. Well, thank you all thanks to all who have donated to our Patreon. You have made this all possible. We really appreciate it. Thank you so much, and we're excited to see you in Los Angeles the 28th.
Honestly, this is going to be a fucking big fucker.
Yeah.
Should be a lot of fun.
It's gonna be a lot of fun. Wear costumes again. Costume contest. We've got modern dance. I actually watched some of Natalie's performance. I watched a little bit of the rehearsals for her the dance piece that she's doing for the show, and it is sensual.
It's sensual stuff, and of course we're only bringing you the fattest stars from the last podcast network. They're all going to be there on stage for you, so that'll be a lot of fun. Can't wait to see you all in Los Angeles.
Fun.
Let's see, what else do we got here? We have
it's fucking Halloween, man. I watched Mindhunters. Mindhunters doing good.
It's okay. I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah,
I don't like the main dude. I don't like the main dude in it, but all the serial killers in it are spot on. The guy plays Ed Kemper fucking rules.
Yeah, I've heard a lot about. I'm happy a big actor finally got a role that wasn't named Brad Garrett, and that makes me happy.
But he needs a bigger butt, though.
Oh, he does.
Does he not have a big bumble butt? He just needs a bigger butt.
Yeah.
All right, that'll happen.
But what can you say? That'll happen.
That'll happen. Get it? You can't get a bigger butt on him.
Thank you guys so much for everything. We got a lot of shit coming out. Due to the popularity of our shirt, the represent.com/hailyourself shirt, they're opening it up for another 2 weeks. So if you want to buy that shirt, it is still available. Thank you so much, because that's one of those cool things where that money kind of goes straight to us, where it's like we don't have to cut it with anybody, and it means a lot to us. It helps us run all
total
the
lifesaver,
shit.
honestly.
Yeah, thank you guys so much. It's amazing.
Yeah. Follow us on Twitter at Henry Loves You, at Marcus Parks, at Ben Kissel. Follow us on Instagram at Dr. Fantasty, at Marcus Parks, at Ben Kissel #1, and follow us at Last Podcast Left on all of the bullshits at LP on the left.
Yeah, I have been missing from Twitter for a good 3 weeks now, but I'm going to come back to it
my
soon.
God. Well, Twitter, I don't want to get into Twitter. My lordy.
Yeah, I have not looked at Twitter for about 3 weeks now, but I'll get back to it pretty soon.
Also, just let's pray for that solar flare to hit us in this century, destroy all technology. Hail Satan.
Oh, I can afford that, yeah.
And Helgeen.
My people are great in the Stone Age. I can build a fire.
Yeah.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, pig sense probably would have come in handy.
Hail me, I would be great at burrowing.
Oh, yeah.
I have burrowers hands.
I'm your climbing man. You need someone up high? That's me.
We would actually
We'd
probably still be three friends in the Stone
We'd
Age.
still be friends.
All right. Hail yourselves, everyone. Magustalations.
Goodbye.
Now it's time to start another PlayStation Network shout-out.
No, Patreon shout-outs. Patreon shout-outs.
I forget what show I am.
What's funny, I almost just totally went with that.
God.
I didn't.
Why?
I didn't question it at all. It's like, oh yeah, it is time for the PlayStation Network shout-outs. I'm tired.
Yeah. Yeah, because I'm not Holden. Don't you fucking ever put that on me.
I'm not gonna. Yeah, it's just me and you today. Ben had to run and do Larry King.
Man, he had to fuck Larry King? That's great.
It's wonderful. You want to start?
Yeah, sure.
Cool.
Erica Potterton, Brannon Varner, Stacy Harfinist, Ian Trainer, Stevie Ambrose, Aaron, Corey Stano, Richard Potato, Richard Potato,
Richie Potato,
Richie Potato, Dickie Potato, DJ LD, Sonny, Holly Keane, Alex Ritchie, Cayman King, Emily Toops, Andrew Davies, Marlis Rogers, Kylo Jen, Madeline Wilson, Joe Melot, Beth Wood, John, XYZ Effect, Jennifer Overby, Trevor Yellis, Thorstein Nordby, Sam Crease, Evan Williams.
Oh, Evan Williams. I think that might be our friend Evan Williams here in New York City. Wonderful stand-up comic. I know he's a fan of the show. So
I felt like it was like Evil Evan, like the whiskey.
No. I think that might be our friend Evan Williams. Hey, Evan. All right, so I'm doing double duty today.
Yeah.
Over here in New York City. So let's get through it. Let's do these.
Rip it.
Rachel Parkerson, Tom McColgan, Nessa Dundon, Jennifer M. Allen, Anon, Rosamund Smith, Alicia Fisher, Ryan Walker Gray, Jennifer, Christy, Kathy Kaczynski, Wajdi Bader, Melody Shaver, Douglas Key, Nicole Wisniewski, Alex Kraft, Priyanka Bandari, Bridget Marie, Trish Sharp, Jamie, Gretchen Drake, Nicholas Bowerman, Nicole Yeager, Amber King, Anthony Policastro, Brett Peterson, Justin Hunt, Rachel Moore, Gemma O'Hare, Amber Alvis, Colby Cole, Michael Wolf, Lyle Baca, or Lyle Bake, 2 Ks there, Catherine Dalton Hoffman, Jarrett Dayhoff, Shannon Haggard, Matthew Hine, Carissa Neese, Amber Chastain, Garland Langley, Jessica Cater, Michael Gisht, Ashley Abbott, Courtney, John Michael Smith, Greg Dout, Haley McLaughlin, Elizabeth Henning, Janet Rosengarten, Phil Bear, Stephanie May, Chris, Billy Weisenhorn, Kelly Soylent Green, Christopher Mountainay, Taylor Evans, Eric P., Leslie, Helen Doyle, and Anisha Katunen.
Amanda Fall, Carissa Jones, Jordan Stock, Stacy, Preston Letterman, Hannah Woolard, Ashley Chilton, Bob Sham, David Lawson, Alberto Sanchez, Christina, Miranda Knott, Kaylee Gill, Adam Hamilton, Kimberly, Adam Rocksar, Brooke Belleville, Tara R. Gish, Liz Dillinger, Erin Olivia, Emoji Nota, Jasmine Proksha, Desmond Macho, Bluebird, Shelby Morissette, Rachel Sidlauskas, Ryan Castro, John Sequeira, Amikaruna Walker, Julia Elizabeth, Sarah Lynn Byer, Dan Gardner, Megan McCarthy.
I got LaDonna Wood, April Johnson, Daniel Swinson, Andrea Burke, Stacy Colbert, Michelle White, Luke Fry, Paige, Alan Provan, Jason Glumack, Jason Workman, Derek J. Thomas, Amy Frost, Noah Orisic, Nikki Wilson, Lindsay Sullivan, Bree Voname, Charles Chopshop, Pulsating Cyst.
Cool.
Nice. Oscar Delgado Jr., Zachary Myers, Justin Carter, Jessica Clare, Carrie Casarda, Arden, Maria Fernandez, Fernando Takai, Sarah S., Jonathan Yabuki, Michael Buon Pastore, Ryan Strand, Caleb Mote. He actually spelled out Mote. He spelled it out phonetically.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. That's very appreciated. Sarah Palays, Michael Hawkins, Corey Mauser, David McElwain, Will Reese, Sarah Dozier, Vincent Calderon, Vincent Calderon, Jeremy Whipperfirth, Amanda Power, Chris Hornung, Christine Nam, Tony Noto, Elizabeth, Megan Kuhn, Marnika M. Shea, Sarah Graff, Ella McDermott, Jesse Ray Litchiloid, Brett Latham, Megan Brusnagan, Reese, Esmeralda Underwood, Lauren Carey, Whit James, Park Roos, Philip Rozak, Samantha Seal, and Matthew Sears.
Tara Comet, Emily Harris, Jenna Raven, Jessica Jenkins, Jean Fagan, Bob, Tim Schmeg, Heather Condit, Steph, Kelly Gellings, Dan Williamson, Caroline Hu, Megan Shoemaker, Judy Barnes, Joanna McQuinston, Berto Pops, Jessica Rogers, Catherine Baxter, Christopher Boland, Adam Blount, Jonathan Donnelly, Ellie Desmond, Missy Lisk, Big Tim, Adam Sutton. What if he's really small? I bet he is.
I bet he's
Lori George. I bet he's small. Lori George, Megan Paynes, Humplebee, Lauren Cooper, Manzi Howe, Yvette Seaton, Murder Road Trip Podcast, Daniel Beach, Sonia Malm, Josie Wicks, Desiree Johnson, Jeremy Bolt, Sawyer Landers, BJ McDonald, and Lindsay Mellard. Hail Satan and thank you.
Rounding it all out, I got Sage Boyle. Nope, that's Sage Boley. Bridget Cachon, Zachary Miller, Chris Fitzgerald, Buffalo Jones, Daniel McMahon, Andy Young, Jonas Lanto, Amanda Adams, Claudia Calacione, Callie, Kevin May, Bill Macelis, Catherine Case, Alex Gerard Black, Daniel Drennan, David Owens, Meredith Britton, Jane Emily, Claire H. Jansen, Elizabeth Gerster, Claire Cumming, Abigail Moss, Robin Helton, Chelsea Horn, Martika Seddon, Jerry Ray Howe, Corey Tharp, and Geely JP, Kenny Shackelford, Jennifer Putman, Robert Kesselgrave, Ronnie Dykes.
Ronnie Dykes! I'll scissor a woman to death!
That is
I'll lick a dead dog!
That's a round table deep cut there for you. Kirsten Haggerty, Elizabeth Fox, Honey McCrary, Jerker Redenmark, Sam Veach, Aaron Madinger, and Tim Parker.
Thank you so much for your money.
Thank you guys so much for all of your support here on Patreon. Thank you so much. If you guys want to give to Patreon, we have a page over on patreon.com/Last Podcast on the Left. We appreciate each and every contribution, no matter how small. Thank you guys so much. Hail Geen and hail yourself.
Hail yourself. Hail me, though. At the same time, hail Satan. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you. Goodbye, everyone.
See you, fuckers.
See ya.